So you want to start breeding dogs in Nigeria, right? That's a great move. In fact, a very, very profitable business you need to go into. But before you rush to get that dog or that breed you're looking out for, I'm going to be telling you a lot of things you need to know. Because one of the facts a lot of people overlook is that breeding is not about mating two dogs. It is a business and it must be treated as one. So in this video, I'm going to be putting you through step-by-step guide on how you can build a highly profitable dog breeding business. How you can build a highly profitable dog breeding business. My name is Logadims. I am a professional dog trainer, dog breeder, and an agricultural entrepreneur. I help Nigerians and Africans build profitable farms, become responsible and ethical dog breeders and owners and trainers. I also help them build sustainable agri businesses. So if you love farms, you love agriculture, you love dogs, you love animals, you love success stories of people, men and women who have done exceptionally well in their various agricultural niches, you are in the right place. Do well to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to also turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when next I drop a content. Now let's look into the video properly. So I'm going to be taking you through 10 steps you should take to build a very profitable dog breeding business. Number one is get knowledge before you get the dog. Now, when I talk about knowledge, this is where a lot of people fail. They feel they can get the dog and start, and in the next 12 months they are making money. No, you need to equip yourself with the right knowledge. Get very familiar with the breed you're getting or you want to go for. Know a lot about that breed. Read a lot about the breed. Attend shows, attend seminars, attend webinars, attend conferences, attend appraisals, and so on. Get a mentor. Watch educational videos, clip, and so on. Build yourself. Equip yourself with the right knowledge, and that way you have a lot of advantage. It is very important. Number two, start with the right breed. And stick to it. You see, a lot of people are fond of, if you look around, one breeder can have 5 breeds, 4 breeds, 6 breeds, and tell me, or you ask them, oh, what do you know about this breed? And they know very little about it. So the best thing, if you intend to start or to later breed 2-3 breeds, start with one, stick to it, build something good with that breed before you add something else. Get familiar with one very, very well before you add something else. That way you're very sure you can handle that one. But a lot of people are not, if they don't even know much about one, and they are adding 2, 3, 4 to their kennels. Nobody takes people like that seriously. I'm telling you, most of them are puppy millers. They just breed to sell. They don't care about quality. They don't care about anything. Structure, temperament, character, they don't care about those things. So don't be like those people. Choose the best option for you and stick to it. The third one is for you to secure a good breeding stock. I told you people in my previous videos that you don't need to go for average dogs and expect to get quality dogs. No, it doesn't work that way. Make sure what you're going for, your foundation stock, should be quality. The better quality you have, the more your chances of producing better puppies. But when you don't have good quality, the chances become even slim or more difficult. So go for good foundation breeding stocks. It will help you in the long run. Number 4 is build a proper kennel setup for your dogs. And when I talk about proper kennel or where they will stay, I'm talking you have to take ventilation, make sure air can come in there, make sure it's spacious enough for you to be able to walk in, stand, and move around. If you cannot stand in that kennel, it is not good for your dog. If you have a kennel that your dog would stay, that if you are able to go in there, you may not be able to survive in that kennel for 30 minutes. It is not good for your dog. So your dog's kennel should be well comfortable for it, spacious, and should be very well ventilated. Yes, she should be very well, put these factors into consideration. So number 5 on the list is register your kennel and get recognized. So when I'm talking about registration, I'm talking about two types of registrations. One with the government, that's the CAC, and one with your breed club or the kennel club in your country. Very important. So with the CAC, a lot of breeders are currently having names they are yet to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission. When they now get very serious with breeding and they want to register, they will find out that someone else will be using that name. Someone else is using that name. You have no other option than to change. And by then, if the person who has that name now is very he can ride on your glory. The next one will be with the breed club or kennel club, so that people can know how authentic you are. So these registrations are very important. Number 6 is for you to create a healthy feeding and health plan. Yes, these things are going to cost a lot. If you are going to be going for premium brand or can handle premium brands, good for you. Look out for options. But if you can't handle premium dog food brands, you can start sourcing for locally made dog food brands. Look out, there are cheap ones are available that you can get and start adding more nutrient, maybe protein, carbs, supplements, and so on to it, and they will come up to very high quality. So look out for good feeding plans and health plans. Very, very important. Number 7 is for you to learn basic breeding techniques. When I talk about basic breeding techniques, you need to also, it's about knowledge too. You know, when a dog comes on heat, you know that you're not supposed to mate at first heat but second. And also there is a difference between a dog being in the heat cycle and ovulating. Yes, you also need to know that there are tests that can be carried out to know when a dog is ovulating. Tests like progesterone, cytology, and so on. You also need to know that if male dog may shoot blank and can shoot blank, that it is also important to carry out tests on the dog or the stud you are about to use. Tests like semen analysis and so on. You also need to know that there are tests you can carry out on dogs to know if they have infections, like culture tests and so on. So you need to build your knowledge on basic breeding techniques. That way you get familiar with some of these things and you have options to make or to take when faced with some of these challenges or certain challenges. Very important. Number 8, build your brand and market yourself online. Have a page for your kennel, post quality content out there. You don't need to post your puppies or snap with your empty belly in a dirty environment with crappy phones. Make sure you invest in camera presentation, proper presentation, in proper page setup and so on. That way you set yourself, or you give the impression that you're in for quality, because people perceive people based on what they see. They rate them based on their appearance. So if you put yourself out as a local man or woman, when you tell them 800k, they will say 800k for this dog, because looking at you, you look like someone who is very local. But if you package yourself properly and you tell them 2 million, they will find it. They may say, oh, is it not, what about 1.8, 1.5? Because they perceive you to be a person of quality. Yeah, that's how it works. Number 9, manage your finance as a real business. A lot of people fall for this. They fail to do these things. You see, like I'll tell you, breeding is not just about mating dogs. It is a business. You must have records. You must have good records. In fact, you need to have an account with your kennel. Like, If your kennel is TV kennels, you should have an account for that. So every money that gets in there is about that business or from that business. It may not be very nice for you to have customers sending money to your personal account. You may not be able to keep records or track your investment or something you've done with the money, or how much you got, how much you spent, and so on. So treat your finance as a real business. Treat it as a real business. And number 10, build relationship and grow your network. You see, in business, nobody makes it alone. And that same principle works in the breeding sector. You cannot make it alone. You need to network. That is why it is very important that you build your network and you grow your relationship. You need to know vets, you need to know breeders, those that are ahead of you and that are coming after you. You need to know breeders, you need to know trainers, you need to know groomers, you need to know these people. Relationships will open doors that money cannot open. I'm telling you. From stud services to puppy buyers. See, relationship will open doors for you that money cannot buy. You can have 10 puppies now and you know more than 100 people, and you let them know or post on your WhatsApp status that puppies are available. Somebody might be asking somebody in Abuja, you know, oh, I need a puppy now, or a German Shepherd puppy. You say, hey, I have a friend who has. And before you know, one of your puppy sold. A groomer in Kafanchan may be, bro, someone is needing, you have another one out. As easy as that. Relationship will take you far. But remember, it should be the right relationships, not one that is about hatred, gossip, you are fighting against people. No, it should be very healthy. Avoid politics, avoid quarrel, avoid cartel movement or cabal movement. No. Build good and healthy relationships with vets, trainers, breeders like you, both those ahead of you or those coming after you, trainers, groom, and so on. You can get referral from anybody, anytime, anywhere, anyhow, and it will be a win-win for you. Networking would really help you as a business, as a breeder. It will really help you as a breeder. So now tell me in the comment section which of these 10 points I just mentioned would be the hardest for new breeders in Nigeria. I will be in the comment section and I will be definitely replying your comments. If you found this video helpful, do well to hit the like button. And if you have questions for me, feel free to make use of the comment section. I'll be glad to respond to your questions. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Hit that bell icon there so that you get notified when next I drop a content. I'll see you next time. Thank you.